Okay, in theory we are live, Corey.
All right. Oops, so it's going to be me. So it's live.
Okay, well
Let
then.
me take it off mute.
Yeah, I'm going to see if you can hear me, because that's next on the list. And then we'll go to webcam. And there I am. What do you know? Amazing. Hi there, everyone. Welcome to my World of Warcraft live stream, the WoW Now live stream. Why now? Well, WoW has just released a new feature in the game, which is called the housing system that they've just opened up to players. And so, therefore, I thought it would be fun to go through this for the first time with you people and show off what the system's doing, what they're doing in WoW, and just to have fun with what we're doing. So, I will introduce you to the World of Warcraft, or at least to my character. This is Destry. Let's see. Hi, Destry. Can you wave? Thank you. All right. So, this is Destry. He's one of the first characters I played. He is a mage. And he's got very shiny boots right now. And he needs a home. So, this is the land. Oh, wrong one. Let's get one of his, let's get his his original mount up here. So, his original mount is right here. This is the first mount he was able to get in the game after many months of trying to build up enough money to do this, because in the original game it was really slow to make money. And so this is the brand new Founder's Point. I haven't been here. This is the first time I've been here with an Alliance character to check out this area. And I thought we'd check it out together and try to find the perfect place for Destry to live and to build his house. So, we will travel down here and see what we see. I wonder where we are, which instance we're in. So, whether or not there are other people here have built their houses and that. Let's see, well, we got a little tiny bit of town square. There's a dog here wandering. And these are all the NPC things. Oh, look at that. They've got a toy vendor here. Does she really sell toys? Well, if she sells toys for toys, but not the pet things that I need desperately. I need to buy stuff. Oh, we need those stuffed murlocs in the game where we can buy them. So, at any rate, heading into the town. And that's an NPC's house. These are all NPC's houses right now, coming into the town square. And there's the last architect, who is not human. I'm going to click on him, and he is a decor. Oh, he's going to give me a quest. He wants me to solve his riddle to find a treasure. And so, since I have no clue where this place is, maybe we will be lucky to find it on our way. The riddle is, Sentinel of Stone, first to greet each new neighbor, seek out the deep shade. Oh, you subscribed, huh? With Prime, eh? Cool. Well, we've got it. This is a dye station for being able to dye your materials. This is a decor vendor, so we can buy stuff for our house. This one, he's another decor. They've put all their decor vendors next to each other, unlike the Horde, where you have to run around to find it. I've been playing the Horde, so I know what the Horde's like. Alright, let's see some houses. How about those places to put houses?
You can
have-
hold on to that map for a little longer.
Oh, okay, a map? Map. Okay, we are here. We came in here, we've come down to here. And so I'm going to do the right-hand rule and go up and see these places here. I see that a fair amount on this server, this / instance of this thing, have been taken already, but we can still buy, find the place to go to. Let's see, she wants to sell me a lumberjack. She wants to sell me
Great to meet you.
a harvesting hatchet so I can craft, and I can find wood to craft with. Let's see, we've got this bridge here, and it's taking us this way. Let's check the map. It's going to take us to the first building site, this one over here. I'm not sure where the front area is. This one up here. There it is. This is a site that I could build my house on. And, well, it's a pretty friendly site. You could see the town from here, some nice view of the buildings and things like that, and nice view of the surroundings. But, it's not really that special, so let's see what else we can go to. There are some 50 places that we could... Ooh, look, this one has a whole log you can go through to get to your place. This is Renthier's house, so this is a player's house. Oh, look what they did. They built a cave for their house, and they covered it with plants. So, yes, they built a rock house. That's interesting. I'm guessing...
That's because he's a rock star.
He's a rock star, yeah, really. Okay, so and they've got a cow in their front yard. Oh, isn't that thrilling? Wouldn't that be just what I always wanted? Probably not. All right, here we go. Here's somebody else's house. This is a custom, you can tell. Look at that. This is the kind of thing you can build in World of Warcraft. So we've got flagstones going out to the back. This is Yamantali's house. And they've got laundry out here. They're doing their laundry, hanging from the wash. And they've got the roof is really a nice shade of purple. I'll have to remember you can do that. I didn't realize it. And they've got all sorts of custom stuff going on there. So that's very cool. And so we can't have that. And their yard isn't bad. I mean, look at their view. It's reasonable. It's kind of one of it's up on its own little kind of crest, so it can look down on people, which is nice. And now we'll run off to the next plot. This plot hasn't been taken yet. It's a big open area. You've got a view of a barn, or something over there, I can't quite tell. Looks like an archway too. And you can see Yvali's place back there. But, this is really very dull. Nothing much going on there. So let's see what we get if we go this way and swing back around. Yes, there's a big archway here. That's interesting. And see where we go. Oh, I should do that. I should get rid of interface so we don't interfere with what the look of the game is. Alright, this is all NPC view area. Is there something up here? No, this area is undeveloped. But they are built, the NPCs are building it. Looks like a grapevine area. Grapevines, yes. Somebody's making grapes from here. And sure enough, here's their grapevine area, and here's their case of wine, would-be wine. So this is the NPCs making wine. We'll go back to the road. We have some farmland here. All sorts of things like corn, and that looks like carrots over there, cabbage here, and lots of tulips. So nice little flower thing. This is all NPC again. So let's see where else we can go. Hi there, Unnecessary. We're just going to be searching around this area to see what we can see and what WoW did with the housing. Oh, look at this view. That's kind of nice. You can't see it from the building because that's an NPC building. Well, let's see if we can find a house that has something similar to that view. And there we go. How about that view? There's a flight master here that I can get.
What can I do for you?
I don't want to fly, but I do want to see the view. Look at that. Isn't that nice? It's sunset here, and you can tell the clouds are starting to color up, and yes. Hi, Rich. It's been a while. Yes, I'm so glad you got here. I hope you enjoy watching this silly World of Warcraft thing. Necessary said, I've always been fascinated by WoW, but I've never played. EverQuest addiction ruined my first year of uni. Yes, exactly. I am not recommending that anybody who watches this actually play the game because it will take your life away. But on the other hand, you can spend an awful lot of time in this world. All right, here's a nice spot. Here's somebody's personal home. I recognize the tree. This is Max Strupsop's house. They've done customizing the yard. They've put in the house. They've put in some fountains and that interesting structure. And this is their view out the backyard. How about that for a nice view? You could have this every day when you showed up to WoW. So that's a nice house. It's a nice site. I really kind of like that. What we are looking for is a place to build our houses. I wanted to chill again after playing some Quest for Glory 2. We're playing Quest for Glory 4 on our live streams right now. We will be finishing it up hopefully before the year ends. And David was playing some old school RuneScape. Okay, well, this is not old school. Let's see, on our map, we're heading across to this area, and this is a whole nother section. And we have there a custom house. Look at that custom house now. The WoW system is amazing at allowing you to customize things. So you will see some very wild houses, and I don't even know what's on this server. But you'll start to see some of these things that you can get for your house, and so you can customize things. So you'll start to recognize certain pieces that you'll see again and again. But then they put bushes and flowers on it, so they've really made it their own. And this is their view. How about that for a view? Nice sunset view. And it's got almost more than a 360-degree view here, which is pretty, all right, whatever, 270, whatever it is. Very nice view, very nice spot. If you want a bright, sunny spot and you want to really show off, that's a great place for it. And this is Tundilgon's house. And then we'll come around to this one. This is another house. They built their house on a rock. Lazarus's house. Look at that. Not only is it on a rock, but it's got this wild water coming down that you have to go through to get up to the door. And he can see the house up there. So yes, he built his house on a hill that wasn't there. Some of the Relto views in Uru. But he put this nice bench here so people can sit down and watch the sunset surrounded by palms. Isn't that cool? Okay. All right, well, that's nice. I think he did a fine job. Oh, I don't want that out. I have to go back here. I should have put this here.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, well, no, I want to ride the horse because that was his first mount. As I said, he was one of the first characters I ever made and learned how to play on him. And, all right. Apparently this just takes us down to the water. There's no houses down here, but you do get to see the NPCs area of what they've got here with, in terms of a nice sandy beach, a beach you could come down here and camp out, and if you were role-playing with a guild, you could have picnics out here on the beach.
Volleyball.
Volleyball, beach volleyball, yeah. That's what you could do. Yeah, we'll head here. Here's another person's house. They've got a really, really cool structure in their backyard. This thing that they can go up to and be a tower to look out upon the world. And it's got a bench here and some flowers. That's sweet, but I don't think this is their property. I think this is the NPC's. But theirs is this. Look at the nice stuff they've done with it. I'd be amazed if someone built a replica of the Windonot Museum in a game like this. Well, let me tell you, the one I saw sometime last week, was somebody built what was an a house that was an at. You couldn't get to it, but you had to fly up to it. But it was a genuine, it matched entire Star Wars at views. Very funny. All right. Oh, here's somebody else that decided their house had to float in the air. And sure enough, what do we got underneath? They've got a pot roast that fell out of the house, because you can see there's no bottom on their house. So all their furniture fell down to the ground. That's their house.
Probably not quite finished yet.
Perhaps not. Yes, I think it needs something else. Okay. But their view is nice. Look at this. Pascal's view. Oh, and he's got his telescope out here so he can look at that view and look at the stars at night. So that's a pretty view. If you want to be on the beach, you want to be on the shoreline, you would see a lot of pretty things around. So it's a good place.
Why don't you show them a little the interface of the, all the decor and stuff?
I will eventually. No, this one I will when we start to actually build. All right, let's see. This is
telescope is a decor item.
Yes,
right?
Yes, it is. It's a personal item that they put down there in the place they wanted. We're back into the NPCs area. This is all the non-player characters' buildings. We're going to have, and there's another flight point over here. As I said, I have not seen this at all. I have only seen the Horde, and I've seen Horde a lot, because I generally play Horde.
What can I do for you?
Outer Banks. This is the Outer Banks. And we'll come to some more housing areas. Yes, a floating house would deter burglars, but, unless the burglar happens to be a wizard. Now, this one, they've really built up. I like what they've done with it. A lot of nice windows, and they haven't done much with the yard, but they did do a lot with the house. And the problem with this, they've got their forge out here. The problem is that you have a limit on how many items and things you can use in your yard. So you have to balance out your designs and your ideas with what's practical for what amount of material you have. Because I'm sure that almost everybody who's worked on these so far, who had grandiose plans, found that the reality is you have to really watch your, the economics of how much you want to spend for things. This is just a nice, quiet little house. And they've just got some nice flowers out front and some plants and a well and some wagons. Of course, some things in the back, but that's really cute and sweet. It's a little cabin, so to speak. What's that thing? Public carriage. There's a public carriage going around. Here's somebody that wrote something on their thing. Dibble Taps wrote, Latinas. Okay. Okay, that's different. Yes, good point. And I was just practicing Levitate in Quest for Glory 2 and didn't even think about it. That's where you need to be a rogue magician. You get away with everything. Okay, there's a spot over here that we could look at. This location. Where is it? Where is it? Here it is. Here's a possible spot for a house. This one. And it's nice, but nothing special. We have seen the houses here in that section. And we'll go over here and see what that is like. This point here. It's got deer in your front yard. Here it is. It's a nice place, but nothing special. Then let's go down this way. Let's see this spot, this house. Here we have another house, another custom design. Nice roof. A privacy thing out there, a little fountain. Some flowers and a porch. That's what they have gotten. And then you can see the smoke going from their chimney. That's kind of nice. What do we have here? We have another custom house. I can see that people on this server really have cared about what they're doing. They've made the roof orange. They put in some plants and lots of eaves to it. It's got kind of a gothic look. I'm Destry. There we go, this spot. This is a nice, quiet, peaceful. It's the kind of spot that Destry would like when he, a long time ago, all he wanted was a nice place to call his own and be away from people and not be scared by people. There's this one. And lots of eaves and things. What is that? Decor. That's just showing the area. Alright. I'm not sure we've seen everything. Not sure we saw those, but... Oh, look, all these cows. You could have cows in your front yard again. But here's the houses. Hi there, Devonander. Welcome. Here's somebody else's place. You can see they've got a nice, quiet little cottage with some plants, with a screen, with their cart over there. Just a nice, pleasant thing. And then here is yet somebody else's place. Look at that. It looks really nice. They've got their hen house over here and their tar and mill over here. Doc Freeze's place. You can see he's put in all these things. Lots of ways to customize, as you can see. I don't know that we'll get any of the really insane ones, but we did see a floating house, so which is pretty good. We're coming to a different spot. And up here in Broomwood Hollow, this is a spot to build a house. Well, this one has a spooky view. It's kind of remote. You kind of see things. It's got a wisp that floats through it. That's got, and a fox that runs by it. And nobody wanted this place. I wonder why. Well, let's see. There's another house down below here. We'll head to, another place for a house. Here we have a moon well for people who are druids or elves. That's their moon well for goddess of moon. It's very pretty and peaceful, so maybe that's why this place is dark and gloomy. It's elven. It's all NPC, but look at that nice area. And ducks and baby ducks. Ducklings here. Lots of wisps. And we'll head to this house up here. So it looks like a perfect area. Yeah, I know. And just you wait. We'll see some perfect areas for that. There's a nice house. Looks like it belongs here. They've got that interesting structure out there. They've got a fountain and things. You can see the lighthouse here. This is Cambria's house. They've got some goblin stuff stuck here. Their view is of the coastline with wrecked ships. Not bad. Canberra Ryder's house. They got a fox in their front yard. And we have, is that part, this is house. I see somebody on the map. Larissa's on the map. Hold on, let's go out this way. I don't think we've actually seen
This is
this.
Bianchi's house here.
Oh, you've got Bianchi's house. Oh, that's Bianchi's house? That's a... Okay, head to Bianchi's house.
See what's
Just,
for hunting trophies.
Bianchi is a...
Hunter, of course.
Well, she's a member of the guild that we're members of. Oh, that was Bianchi's house. I really like it. She's, I see her trophies. Look at her trophies on the roof. There. She's got them stuck outside. She's got a kite going over here. Pandaren kite. So, yeah, very nice. She's done a lot of work to make this look good.
Next door is that typical house of a player who hasn't done anything
Oh, somebody's been really lazy here. Whoops. It's Larissa's house. What do you know?
whatsoever.
Oh, I got plans for it. All right, now we're still trying to find the perfect place. Coming down back across to...
Oh, you can be my neighbor. Here's the space.
Yeah, we checked that one out, I think.
It's
Back to the
rearranged out.
Birdwood. Well, it looks like a practical house. Some of these do. Some of them look practical. Other ones look like, you know...
Great help.
Yeah, now that one I like the design of it. Looks like something that belongs in, you know, a kind of interesting, spooky land. And doesn't have much going for it.
And then we have enough points to make my shine.
That'll be a while before we can do that.
Of course, Ludwig never.
He didn't
never
have
got
enough money.
points.
He never had the money for it either. Okay, here's a house. How about this one?
Yes.
There we go. They've got a nice dark cabin in the woods. And they put in a fence, a wall there. They've got their laundry out. They've got their fountains. That's very cool. Like that place.
Yeah, you do.
Alright, and we'll come to this way. Let's see what this house is like. This one has a stag in the front yard. Okay, it's just a quiet little place. It's got dead trees all around it. Ramura's place. Isn't that cute? And their view is fog. It looks like our outdoors right now. It's fogged in around here. Oh, there's shipwrecks down there, and the lighthouse, and the setting sun or moon, or whichever that one is. Their
Check out
chicken
their
coop.
gazebo.
Huh?
Check out their gazebo.
Okay, check out the gazebo. This one? That's
Mhm.
pretty cool. I don't recognize that one. Alright, so let's keep going. We still haven't found the perfect place for Destry to live. This one has a tower here that's the NPC's tower, and you can go up to it. It's a watchtower. Well, it's not got much to see because it's all fogged in here. And Morgan's Rest. Interesting. And somebody created this. Oh, can't see for the tree that they put in. How about that place? Rounded tower. I'm gonna go up here. Fawzette's house. There it is. Got smoke things coming out of the windows. A gazebo. Lots of trees for privacy. They again have a view of the fog. But it is kind of nice. And it is interesting, much more interesting than a lot of the others. We've got a interesting statue thingy there. Okay, well that's pretty cool. But I don't care. Their place is kind of secluded, kind of nice in that sense. We're gonna ride down here. Here's somebody else's house. On this end, it is Stick in the Eye's house. That's what they did at the lighthouse. Is going to keep an eye out for Cthulhu. We've got our share of Cthulhu here. This one, when you come over to the shore, has a view of another wrecked ship down there. I don't think there's another housing unit down there, though. You can't go down there to buy a house, but we could see where they could go to. Avoid the snake in the grass. Breakwater Bay. Huh. Okay. That's interesting. Very interesting. Ah, the smugglers are here, of course. I figured that was the kind of place they would be. Your vendors, these people sell
Come, browse my goods.
things you can buy to decoration for your house that are all the hoard housing things. Is there anything in the cave? No. Too bad. You could buy hoard stuff in that from the smugglers. And otherwise, you can only buy Alliance things here. See where else we can go. We haven't explored this one thoroughly. Let's go up this way. Haven't seen this one yet. Morgan's Rust Sanctuary. They put some electronics on their place. Oh, it's right in the center of the cemetery. Now, how about that for a housing location? It's got a crypt right in front of it. They've got a greenhouse. They've got electrical things. They've got a skeletal dragon sticking out of the top, which is in rocks that are floating. They've got all kinds of magical and mechanical things in their yard. Let's go to the front of the house now. There it is. How about that? Now, isn't that special? And the front yard looks out on more graveyard. And there's a plot. Pardon if we ride across somebody's gravestone. Here is an open plot. Right here. Right beside the graveyard. With no real view. But it's kind of an interesting area.
But its privacy is as quiet as the grave.
Yes, quiet as a grave. Alright. So, that's interesting. That's a place Destry could live and not be happy with. But how about this one? This one built their house up. And they even put this little patio here to sit down and look at the gloom. And then their house is up here. So, is it a tree house or is it a floating house? Well, it looks like it's a floating house. Well, that's interesting. Alright, and here's the last plot in this area. So I'm impressed at how many people on this guild have actually, we're in a shard for a guild, have actually gone out of their way to dress up their place and make it look nice. Let's see what we got here. Some sort of forge over here. And there's the front of the house. Very cool. Well, I can see that even if I found a place on this Garber's house, even if I found a place here, most of the spots are taken. I'd have to find a different place to build my house. But it's very cool, Kaylin's house. Kaylin.
There's 4 in the southern part and about 10 in the northern part.
Yeah, I know, but it's got to be the right plot. All right, we have this thing. This is a Gothic-looking thing. Look at how cool that is. Lots of customization going on here. They've spent their whippoorwill, yeah. They have spent their entire budget right here, I can tell.
Whippoorwill is a collector extraordinaire even before they had the housing, so I'm sure she has most of the housing stuff.
Yeah, I'm seeing things I haven't seen before, so yeah. Very, very cool. It's, can I strafe? I can't strafe, but I can do it. Very nice. I like what they're doing with it. That's a lot of ideas for how to make things very cool. All right, we're going this way though. Foxes around, deer around. There's a house up on the hill now. We're heading up and out of the fog to Stonewall Ridge. Nyalotha is thematically a really cool raid. Okay. Alright, this one kind of gives me the feeling I don't want to go to it with those creepy. Oh, I wonder where they came from. I definitely would like that for a creepy thing. But I don't know it offhand. Then they've got the flowers and then that. Very interesting.
These flowers are from Greyhorn.
Well, I don't know. I want to know where the skeleton things are from.
The skeleton hand?
Well,
Oh,
and the hand and the skulls hanging from ropes and that.
looks like Trustfar.
Yeah, I know. Definitely.
All these different places we've been in wild through the years.
Whoop! I
It's a
went through it.
different
They put up a bramble fence.
Did it work?
Well, no. And here we have another lookout point. Very interesting. Oh, and these trees are all custom. They've blown their budget significantly on everything. Look at that. They've got it all surrounded. I'm impressed with what they managed to do.
Yeah, so using fence and fence posts to use the brambles and the trees.
And we have this house up here. This location. That's kind of nice. It's got a nice quiet view. And they've done a nice little gazebo, the hot
Are
tub.
you pulling back from time to time to look at the actual house?
Yes, I am.
Screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There. Without the character in between. How about that? There. Now you can really see. You can go around and like this. All right, let's see what we haven't seen. We haven't gone up this way. Now, how about that view? That would be a good view to have in your yard.
Oh, yeah.
Best viewers, there's somebody, okay. Bestviewers.streamboo.com, Corey.
Oh, okay.
Do I have to fix it?
I think you do.
All right.
You have to do /ban space and that name.
How do you get the name? Is there a way?
You type it. Yeah, I think you
No.
type it.
Doesn't actually let me do it. /ban.
_your Crucible City.
Bot in chat. Yeah, I'm trying to get it to be
I could change myself to be
5-year Crucible C. Okay. And then what do? Hit return?
Yeah.
Yeah, there. Okay, yeah, we don't want that. Okay, so he has a nice quiet little thing. He's put up his apple trees and an orchard and an outhouse. And that's me, so let's get rid of that. And bunch of flowers and nothing. So that's theirs. They have a very nice quiet view here. The tower, all the various towers and the sunsets, so not too bad. Thank you, Nebenander. Let's see where else we go.
Especially, of course, if you're playing at sunset, helps.
Yeah, it does help.
Very long sunset
It's
here.
a long sunset, yeah. We have this house here, this spot. This spot is way open, but it's got the view of the back. You could see the top of the waterfall, and then you could look up. And you can really see the waterfall if I didn't have those things on there. How about that view from this place? Not too bad. And their house is nice. They've done a lot of work with it. I'm not sure why there's a pool of green goo here, but you know, everybody should have their own thing. But
Look at a Feldblad altar.
yeah. So that's the side of the house. Their outhouse has a cupboard. But then there's this view. This is a very nice view. It's not totally near the lighthouse so that you're blinded every night. So that was that area. And go down to the other area. Founder's Point. We're back to the front main area of the place. Well, we have done the circuit. NPC area here. Eventually, which is like say 2 months from now, they will really open this area up. This is the pre-launch. This is, you know, for early subscribers and things like that. But it's not fully fledged out yet. They're going to have events that happen in town. They'll have things you have to do to develop the town and to increase your ability to build houses and that. Yes.
There are 2 available slots just south of here and
Well,
5 to the north.
all right. Subdivision. This is the neighborhood roster. If I wanted to, let's see, that's just freaking neighbors
All are
area.
welcome.
Let's see, I'd see other neighborhood options. Let's see, open house finder. Okay. So this shows that this freaking neighbors. It shows what plots are available here. So there's quite a few plots available. The Blue Gloom Port has about as many. I was thinking if we go down further. Why is my name translated to English? Is this local or I'm still named Nebenander for all? It is gone. It has to be some Chrome bug. Oh no. Alright, this one. Well, we could find almost any point there. This somber lion point has hardly anybody there. We could easily find a place there without somebody on
What
it.
will tomorrow bring?
So, we now have choices. Where should Destry build his house?
Did you look at that cluster in the north?
Yeah, I did. The ones way up in the northeast.
Just
northwest.
north of you, there's 5 available places.
Yeah, I can get I can get a place anywhere effectively. I think I'm going to switch off now that we've looked around as a horse. Let's look around from above.
Well, you should show off your courthouse, actually.
I will, but this was just to show off Destry and the Alliance place and to see what places are available. So this one I think is a little too dull. This one.
By the river.
Yeah, it is, but
That
again,
would be a good city location and civilization.
yes. Okay, but nothing special. I mean, this one again, nice view of that, but there's not a lot here that's special about this one. Go over the farm.
Those are all taken up.
I know, but as I said, I'll go to a different shard. I just won't be in them, just freaking housing. Wild horses, oh. My inner child says this should be my house right here, where the horses are. But there's no spot here. And a few cows. But this is not Destry's choice of places. This one's really very nice here. It's got such a nice view. And that one down here is not bad either. Its own private little isthmus here that nobody else will build on. Hockey Dude's place. And that makes that all practically your territory for all intents and purposes, because nobody else will be here. But
This is pretty nice.
this is a really nice one for that sunset view. Yeah, you can see things all around. You can see a few neighbors, but you know, that's not a bad thing particularly. Let's see what this is. Other than it being Turgalumos houses. Okay. This is plot number 28. Just freaking neighbors.
So if you see a particularly good plot that's already taken, make note of the number.
That's what I was saying. That's why I did it. Number 28 is a real possibility. Because it's got, again, a lot of nice views from the area. Down here, we have this place. But I mean, Lazarus's house, again, has a nice view, but it's, to my mind, it's a little too flat and a little on the beach and, you know, if there were storms. Let's see. Huh. My chat was translated, but only the names. Weird. I never saw it before, but sorry for being off topic. Not anything's on topic here. What is your native language? What are you seeing this? Here's Brooke's house. What's that? A duck. So, yeah, here's a nice little rural kind of place. You still get the sea, and you get the nice view of the water and the lighthouse. So, not bad. Oh, it's kind of cute. Take off. I'm going to ignore these places because, yes, nice view, but, you know, next to the neighbors and all that, there is nothing down here except a flight point and caravan-looking place down here. A sales.
Under would be German for next to one another,
Oh, okay.
or next to the other.
Ah, okay. All right. Oh, look, that place has a rainbow. And from this house over here, you could see that rainbow. If you wanted to always have a rainbow near your house, you could have this house right here. And it's got a pretty spectacular view, I have to admit.
Where's the window?
On Lawrence's house where I am, you could see a rainbow on the waterfalls.
Hmm.
Right about there. Okay. And if you were looking at at the screen, you'd see it.
I don't see the rainbow on your screen.
Oh, you don't? Right
No.
there?
No, it's not coming through on Twitch.
Really? I'll get closer
Oh,
to
yeah, I
it.
see it now.
Yeah, that's the
No,
rainbow.
it wasn't coming through.
Huh.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
Now the viewers can see it.
okay.
It's partial.
Yeah, it's just a partial rainbow, but it's, you know, a mist bow where you are. Okay. So the question is, where should Destry build his house? In a nice seashore thing or a nice upper area with a view down here, surrounded by the autumnal oaks, the gilded oaks area, where you get to see, it's perpetually fall, which I always like fall vibes. I was actually thinking of Nid's house. I was thinking that it would be cool to have, the house for Destry. So this spot is open.
That's next door to mine.
I know, but it's got a tree right in the middle of the lot, and that's it. It's not very exciting. There's a reason why you didn't pick that place. You've got a big open spot. I don't know, I think I would move your house personally. It's not very elvish. Doesn't look elvish to me. Yeah, he is from Germany, or she is.
Make things bigger.
It's a wordplay from Nebeneinander and is like one next to each other. Okay, thank you. What was that, Corey?
Make things bigger.
How do you make what bigger?
Decor.
Well, did you go into the decor menu?
Yeah.
I'm not sure how you do it outside. You click on the, you've got 3 icons at the bottom. Number 2 allows you to get into the mode to alter things. But I can't show you because I can't see it. That's very cool. This is an NPC area. Big water wheel. There's no water wheels in the game for us yet. Let's see. Or we could go over in the Broomwood Hollow area and go into Mistvale here, something where Baba Yaga would be appropriate. And there's a lot to be said for this location. It is misty, and it doesn't have quite a view, but it actually is pretty cool. And who doesn't want dead ships down below in their area? Cambrider's house. That location's actually pretty nice. And it's got seclusion, because you can't see anything. This is number 10. Okay. I'm back to not flying because I got on the non-flying mount. This spot up here is open, but you can't see anything. Oh, there's a wagon we can ride. See, we could get on that and ride around. There. I could ride all the way around this place in the wagon slow. Which I want to. Alright. So I don't care for that spot. And everything else is getting... This one has a view of the lighthouse, or the watchtower, I guess it is. It's got a fox. And a nice view of the cemetery without being in the cemetery. Personally, there's something to be said for a spooky house in a cemetery. Filled with briars and weird things and electricity. That looks like it could be, you don't know what he's doing in there. but it needed a lot of electricity and it needed privacy in the dark. So, we will leave that to your imagination. This location, it's in the fog. Brooke just did horrific visions of Stormwind. Let's see, I don't see much here. Of course I wouldn't, but it doesn't have any view. I think up here we're getting out of the gloom, but not totally. Oh, this has got a nice area. Look, it's got its own little lake area. Lily pads. It's got the gloom. It's got the vibes. But it's got a calmer, gentler feel than the down below. And it's got a house up in, Kaylin's house is up in the trees. That's not bad. Location. That's number 6. Go run over to the one that's in the middle of nowhere. The last lonely house. This area. Garbars. They have a view of the lake and a view of the hillside. Oh, they have a waterfall back here. Their own private waterfall and mist. And they got a fallen log here. Out of the fog. So it's kind of interesting. Oh. That has potential. The site that's open, not to my mind. The house in the center of the graveyard. If I were playing the right character, if I were playing an undead character, that would be where I'd be. You know? I would have this place because, oh, what a view this place has. It's got 360 degrees of graveyard. So, very, very cool. We've got this place, Foxette's house, which has a view of the graveyard to an extent. Mostly it's got a view of that house. And it's got cliffside view, and the gloomy, gloomy sky. That's cool, and I don't think that's as special as some of these other spots. And then there's this one, stick in the eyes location, just has a bunch of nothingness out there, so I'm not fond of that place. That seems to be our choices here. There's a reason why, you know, the places that are left over are left over. Because people picked the good spots. And here we're back into bright and sunny areas, or at least bright and not gloomy areas. And this house has a large green structure and the brambles so that we can't get close to it. That's that place again. Still pretty cool. This one has their privacy screens up. The music from World of Warcraft is pretty marvelous. Just gonna house jump for a bit. This location, top of the thing, You got views of that waterfall from your place. And a nice area. It really is a lovely view. Question is that Destry's location? I'm not thinking it is. So, I haven't got that flight point yet, so we'll get that flight point.
Belayadoros. Clear skies and
Dale
safe
Ridge. So yes, Destry was one of my first characters, and he had a whole elaborate backstory. He's from a farm area that was hit by the Great Depression, effectively, as he was growing up, because that's the way that Westfall is in World of Warcraft. And 2 older brothers who bullied him incessantly because he was a wimp. And they went off to become a whole herd of sheep and a sheepdog. And he's there with the sheep. Not actually hurting them, mind you, but they're pretty much ignoring him. The sheep. They will! The sheep run away if you go up to them. How fun. You could herd sheep too! Just like that dog. So he was a bit of a coward. And the only thing in his life that he wanted, we could be here now if we had ridden that carriage the whole way around. Bit of a coward. And didn't like adventuring, but he did it because he was trying to support his mother and his kid sister. Because his brothers were good for nothing bandits. And, but he didn't like adventuring, and he was afraid, and he didn't like being alone. All he wanted to do was become a member of the Dapper Gentlemen's Guild. It was a guild at one point. And they all dressed really nicely. And all Destry wanted was to be part of the Dapper Gentlemen's Guild. But he never had he always, when early World of Warcraft, you got whatever equipment you could find along the way, and you looked like you had raided the garbage patch with what clothes you were wearing. And he was never a dapper gentleman and could never be a member. It's a placid cow, too. You can have that cow in your front yard. And that view in your backyard. Get a view of all those tulips all along there in a windmill. It's a very nice place. So, probably not the best place. Because Destry would have easily given up being an adventurer. Because he didn't want it. But then, one day, he got bitten by a werewolf, and now he's a worgen. And now he's not afraid at all. And so therefore, he kind of wants a house that would be fitting the aesthetics of the worgen, which is kind of creepy, actually, kind of gothic. And so therefore, I thought we would go find him a place that would work well with gothic. Get on this map this time. Red dragon. So that says probably we want to go over to Spooky Land. So, Corey,
Yes.
I think you should move to this location.
It's gloomy.
Well, it's gloomy, but look, you get a view of the moon well, and it's nice and mystical. How good is mystical?
It's available.
It is available. You can come right over here and buy it. It is number 2. It's plot number 2.
There's some great mountains.
This is just as gloomy and has the lighthouse. Is that from you? No, it's from Michael. Okay.
It's very close to where I am.
I didn't say this point. It's not. Yeah, it's just the atmosphere. I was saying up here, Corey. Was it this one? The one with the view of the
This is
moon
available.
well. I know, so is this. This is the one I was saying.
This is number 2 here.
Yes. I'm here. Okay. So anyway, yeah, I think you could have this and
I
build.
think it's more of a worded house than a.
You think this is a working house? I don't know. I think it's got the view of the thing, but you know, if you don't want the view of the night well.
It's got a nice open, airy.
Yes, you do. It's open and airy and.
It's for sale too.
Nice thing is you could build and then
I
move
built
your
mine
house.
because it's near the tailor.
Oh, okay, fine. Seems like a plan.
It's in the tailor.
This house up here, this location is up. Is this any good? No, well, it's really very dull. Not much exciting about it. And I'm just right by the graveyard.
I think you should divert and show people what you've worked on so far.
Nice mount, thank you.
I couldn't even get the editor to work.
You couldn't get what editor?
The decor editor.
Well, alright, fine. I will divert. Let's see, is this all that? Yeah, I can go
Yeah, I
divert
tried
anything.
to add some layers to the outside of my house, and I put down a couple of outdoor pieces of
Yeah,
a night well pool and such,
Yeah.
and then a fountain, and then I haven't been able to get anything to add since.
interesting. Well, let me see.
Interface is hard.
Interface is hard, yes.
You can do that with me, I'll find.
Okay, I can. This spot's open.
All right, I found some carrots.
It's got a
Apples.
view of the creepy house, or a creepy house there. I'm not seeing anything I really love. Okay, fine. I will go show you the horde side of the place. So yes, this was the first time I've been seeing this area. I've seen it on videos, but I've never been on it. So, we'll leave Destry for now and pick up a horde character to go to the horde housing. And we'll probably go with Glint. Glint Eastward is one of my first horde characters. I have many, many characters. I have over 50 characters that I have played over the years and continue to play over the years. This is Glint. He is a Tauren. He is a hunter. His hunter He's got several pets, but this is one of his pets. He is a marksman. That is his specialty. He is in Delaron right now, which is a beautiful city that no longer exists in the game. There's a lot of time travel in this game because everything from the past is still present. Alright, so I will move to my housing. Says I've gotten... Oh, I could be at level 6 if they'd open level 6. That's interesting. So, cool. I'm going to port to my house. Oh, I didn't know you could go to the decor. Oh, it's just what I know. Alright. Well, let's see. Where do I teleport? Where's my teleporter? Oh, there. It should be here. So I can use it. Everything is decorated for Wintervale here, because it is Wintervale time in World of Warcraft. So, let us teleport to our new house in the Horde Zone. Horde Zone looks really different from the Alliance group zone. Here is my house on the Horde Zone. It's got the Tauren aesthetic. It's got a view out the front of, you know, the tropical areas and the desert-like areas. This house is designed as a guild hall for my various characters. My various characters include the Volpura, which are a bunch of little foxy merchant people, which I'll show you some other time. They've built their little encampment here, and then they can sell things here for the various NPCs that come around that work over here. So we're right by the water. And this is where, you know, we have trolls in our group, and the trolls are kind of from a tropical, jungle area, so the water here is, you know, I chose this site because it's got a lot of water for trolls to enjoy, and Glint is an avid fisherman, so it's got a lot of areas he could be fishing from. This is NPC land right here. And he's got, you know, a waterfall out the back, and there's all sorts of NPC down there, and people fishing. He's got we have a communal hot tub here. Now the gazebo, that's all custom. Nicely planted by all my druids that work on here. We're planted all the things. A lovely fountain. Wind things running over. So that is what I did for my house, for my exterior of my house. And again, that's my view out the front door. However, we are decorated for the holidays with the strings of light and the holly everywhere. And we will go inside from the double doors. And this is the interior. Again, we're decorated for the holidays. And that's our holiday tree, our Wintervale tree, and the train that was constructed by my engineer, Mojo Joey. Engineering recipe to do that. To go around the holiday tree. Everything there, the tree is all custom made because they don't have any holiday trees yet in the game. Have the fireplace and a nice little warm place to meet and talk. It's got a nice little fountain over here for all the druids of my druid groups. They'll go into this room, which is the Hunter's Hall and / Guild Meeting Hall. It's got all the decorations for the Taran people and the hunters, the aesthetic. We'll go into the dining hall. Dining hall again is all dressed out for supper for everybody. It's got banners of all the different classes around the room from their class order halls. And then we've got pandarans in the kitchen. The panda people will work the kitchen. So we have the panda aesthetic here. So we have the grills and the food and things. Each of these items are just placed one at a time to create this. And this, of course, this is not done. This is just the beginning because they only have a few items available. So as we add items to the game, there will definitely be more items in this house. Here we come over here. This is the troll zone. And the troll room. And their little seated area. I needed to get another chair there for them. And then when you go through the curtains, you have a altar to Wamsamdi, the god of Loa of death. And over here you have a altar to Razan, the Loa of kings that is recently deceased, but we're trying to bring him back, you know. And then we've got this room that hasn't been done yet. It's got a big back, so most of this stuff is still a work in progress. And we'll go over here to this side to a little area that's all the druids area with lots of plants, of course. Come over here, in here, we have the bathroom, because every house needs to have a bathroom, doesn't it? At any rate, that's what all builders for World of Warcraft felt like, and so therefore we put bathrooms in our houses, because there were no bathrooms in the game. There were outhouses, but no bathrooms. And we have here the gnome room. This is the gnome aesthetic, which is eclectic and mechanical and all things interesting. And so yeah, that's the gnome room for my gnomes. Actually, goblin. I'm calling them gnomes. No, the goblins. The goblins are kind of like gnomes, only mechanically inclined, and they like explosives. And they don't have very much regard for public safety in their constructions. So yes, that is a goblin room, and we keep it shut up because nobody wants to listen to their sounds and things like that you can get out there. And then upstairs will be a lot of other rooms, but they haven't been built yet. So that is my horde house. And the interface for building here, get back to the interface. And this is the general interface. But if I want to put something on the wall, I go into Edit House. I go into my menu of objects that I have collected to put on in the house. So let's go to Accents. Say I wanted to put a painting on the wall. I could do that. And I could put that painting on the wall right there. And it's kind of a creepy baby because she's a villainess. And why would you want a painting of the villain? I don't know. Yes, the bathroom is very important, clearly. I think we will not keep that painting there because I don't think I want to have the villainess in my living room, personally. Let's see what we could put here. Well, we could put a lot of things. There's there's so many items in the game. It's like, all right, the polish art. How about that? That looks nice there. So yes, you put it on the wall. If you like it there, you can move it around. If you think it's too small, you could go in and make it big. You can, adjust it as you see fit. It seems to be a little bit too much in the wall, so let's move forward there. And just, you can, place all the items. It's just like, the Barbie's dream home combined with Legos, because some of these things are just constructed. So, we have that. And we have Christmas lights there, or the holiday lights there. And I feel like I'm just a little too close, so I'll move back to see Clint again. Let's see. And there's a nice music going. It's very peaceful here. You can come here and sit down and rest by the fire. It's really, he's a little low in that seat. This thing goes through it. You can build here, you can rearrange. It's very easy to rearrange. It's very easy to find objects. And I really think it's a great system that they've got. It's perfect for role playing because you can go with any aesthetic. And if you go online and ever watch the videos, you will see there are night elf houses, there are haunted underground houses, there's mad scientist houses. You can pretty much build anything you want. It's the head of Onyxia, the mighty dragon mother that we all slew at one point in time, if you were there for the original classic. And some of these things, some of the items you see here are from activities you've done in the past. So I got the Onyxia head when I did Onyxia, 20 years ago. They gave me the head for that. I can turn off the fireplace. I don't want to. I want the fireplace to blaze. Yeah, it's a long time I've been watching this. For me, it's like watching a different game. I've not played or watched WoW since Burning Crusades, almost 20 years. Yes, so many new things. Yes, it's not the same game at all. The interface is, altered over the years. It's a much friendlier game than it used to be. I have a lot of, my screen is customized. Most people don't use a lot of things on their screen, but I like to have things available. It's all customizable now. It's still basically the same kind of game, but really this player housing has altered the game immensely to really give the players a chance to be creative in the game. Is there an echo? Is there some reverb? Probably because Corey's computer is right by mine.
Shouldn't be. Not, I don't sound on.
Onyxia 20 years ago. Do you have Discord up? Discord probably is giving you reverb. Or maybe, who knows? Yes.
Do you have the Twitch open on your browser?
I have Twitch open, but I don't have, but it's push to talk.
No, Twitch.
Twitch. No, I don't have Twitch open.
Okay.
I don't have Twitch on. Yeah, if you were there and I was doing the Onyxia battles, they were grueling. I am not a raider. I do not like dying 3,000 times just to try to kill a boss.
Yeah, close the chat channel in Discord.
Close the chat channel in Discord. All right, there's Discord. Is Discord even up? I can't tell. If it was up. No, it wasn't even running at that point.
Okay.
So that wasn't the issue. Who knows? Do you hear an echo when you listen to me? That would be the next question. I will talk.
I will have to turn on sound.
You'll have to listen.
Okay, go.
I'm talking right now.
Yeah, you have a hollow sound.
I wonder where that's coming from. Yes, a bit echo reverb. I assumed because you're both are close to each other, so I did not mention we are close to each other, but he doesn't have his sound on, so it shouldn't affect mine. Tree. The tree is all bits and pieces. All different branches that I have put in here. And at its base is a giant cactus I used for the stem. So, anything can be anything in this game. Well, I kind of like that knowledge art banner there, hanging there right there. Looks kind of nice there. So that is WoW's gaming, and that's WoW's houses. And you can do almost anything with it. Next time I do this, I'll show off the Horde zones, and you can see what the Horde lands are like, because they're a totally different aesthetic from the Alliance. So, I'm gonna slash wave and we've glint to this location. I figured out there was an echo because the coal castle is like the one in Spielberg. Yeah, that's probably true. A coal castle is, something else, really. Alright, let's find Destry on my list of people. You could see all my list of characters here. All of those are characters that I have played and I play. So the housing has now made all crafts that we ever did over the years useful again, because every craft that you can do, blacksmithing or engineering, alchemy, all of those can construct decor for your house. It takes a lot of different mats, so you have to actually go to the places where the expansion was and find the mats from there. And so it keeps you going. It made you go back to the game that you hadn't been playing or hadn't been to, areas that you've never gone to the whole time you've been here. This is kind of a nice spot. I really rather like it. Even if it is the desolate coast. So, what one is this one? This was number 10. 10. No, I'm not a horse. Can't fly a horse. Let's fly on this one. The Chrono Corsair. He kind of goes in this gloom with his coloration. This has a nice view of the gloom too. Alright. This one just has the water and the gloom. Oh, it has the lighthouse. Well, it's not a bad house location. It's got that tower up there too. Trying to think. The house that, The Destry's looking for a house, a location that would fit with the Worgen / Gilnean vibe that his new species has, which is definitely a kind of gothic slash, they all have British accents, but I like Artemis's house. I'm not sure that location's ideal though. This with the broken gate, which this is the cemetery again. This is a pretty cool cemetery. I've never gotten a chance to look around it, because this is my first time here. Shall we put a house right by the cemetery and then build a house that Baba Yaga would love? Ooh, all sorts of crypts. I hope they open these things and have ghosts out for, ooh, that was kind of interesting. Have ghosts come out for the haunted days. That would be very cool. So, this location with its really interesting, creepy house looks right on the cemetery. But I don't think it's as interesting as this person's. This one is right beside the cemetery. Where's the front door? Front. There's the front. Plot number 20 for Bojo. What's its view like? Well, gloom. And more gloom. Let's go back to that. But it's got the nice view of the cemetery. That is very, very nice. It's right in the middle of it. Literally in the center of the cemetery. I'm not sure that's Destry's first choice for locations, even if he is a Worgen. So let's go back to this one. This one has not been chosen. Doesn't see the view, doesn't see the cemetery. It just has the gloom. This one looks out on the cemetery. Artemis's house. It has a stag in the front yard, or the backyard, or is that a house? Yeah, that's an NPC area. And I think that's custom, this thing. Waiting for more bricks, obviously, for more permission. Oh, let's see it again from this angle. No, it's got a lot of promise. I like how they brought in the stepping stones, make this very welcoming as a house. I mean, that's just kind of a nice aesthetic. Their laundry running in the background, flowing, and their fountain there. And then you turn around and see the cemetery. $33. Well, what do you people think? What should Destry pick? Where should he go? What? this house is open. On the edge of the gloom. This block. Again, not much for view. No cemetery. Well, it does have this gazebo at the top. He can enjoy a gazebo that isn't his. But or we could go over to that one. Big strovers. That's the spot. Gloom and doom. Ah, but right by the cemetery. Okay, and by that interesting creepy house.
And spooky music.
Spooky music. It's not a bad neighbor to have. I mean, if you want spook. If you want to go mysterious houses, how about that for a neighbor? And then to have to compete with that? That would be interesting. So let's go back to that one and look around, see if it's worth getting. Its front is here. Okay, there it is. It's got the gloom. Dead plants and trees. Once again, it's got the stag. Looks down on that place. And it looks down on the cemetery. On the crypt. And another crypt. Well, if we want to do gloom and gloom, this is probably not a bad bet. It's available. So, now the music in WoW is incredible. Alright, that will cost me 1,000 gold to build a house in the Just Freaking Neighbors land. I will buy this lot. And we get a black screen and a welcome home. House purchased. And there we have it. Oh, and this person said, heard you have a new home. Hope you enjoy it. Thank you, local. Walking around with your light. Ah, thank you for cheering at me. See, friendly neighbors, even if they are NPCs. Let us try seeing what we can do with edit the house. Let's go to the exterior. Alright, we can build on this house. But first of all, we should move this house. We do not need to have the house right there. There's the front of the house. Where do we want to face? That's not bad. Let's move the house. Let's move the house faster than that. I'm thinking move the house against this. Like there. How about that? That'll give us a front yard to play with. Yeah, let's see if that's the best place. You're against a log. You're not. Nope, I didn't move it. I didn't click on it. Oh, I got out of my space. If you get out your area, you will lose the interface. Okay, so my area is here. Let's place something here. Let's place this thing just so I could see where my edge is. Oh, look, it goes right along with it. It's a replica saga of the Valajar. Okay, so now I see I can move that far that direction. This is all, yeah, okay, it's edging right there. Ooh. Okay, fine. That far, I get out of the area there. Now I'm back in my area. Put an Aldraxian thing there. Showing you do not own this plot. Where do I own it? Here? Not that point. It says there? No. I must be right on the edge. Okay, can I move it? No. Alright, so I'm trying to define where my plot ends. So I can see where I can put things. How about a cobalt garbage truck? No. This thing. There. There. Okay. Okay, I can never start WoW or I will get lost in building mode. Yes, exactly. So I really, you can, and you don't want to do that. Okay. Because it's got so many features. Alright, so those are kind of my plot lines. I can build anything within these boundaries. And I can move my house to an edge. It really is very, very cool. Alright. Bring up the housing interface, push the house back as far as it'll let me. Because you can push your house out of the lot, we found. So, best to push it as far as you could go. There. Alright. Which way do we want to face? What's the front yard gonna be? Now, that road kind of comes into it. So that's kind of cool. Let's see. Let's rotate our house a little bit. It says we're really bound on the boundaries. We don't want our house too far out or we'll never be able to edit around it. Okay. That looks good. Alright, so what else can we do? Let's go into customize mode. Come on. I can't get it to work either, Corey.
Which one?
The features. Alright, let's see. House size. Basic stonework. Go to stone. Roof. About a stepped roof. Nah. Sloped roof. Square roof. Yeah, that's not bad because we can build on that. Ocean color. Roof color. Ocean. Must crimson. That's not crimson. Oh, crimson looks hideous in this light. Make the forest. Fluorescent green. Violet. It looks blue in this light. That's a problem. Ocean is that color. Crimson is ugly. So I guess we'll go back to violet and have it that way. Okay. Change fixture. Alright, we can attach fixture. Alright, simple dormer. Let's try a blue dormer. That's a simple dormer. Okay. We can do that. Now let's see what we can attach there. Simple blue entryway. Okay, we can move our entryway to there. Under the dormer. Interesting. Let's try simple entryway. Red. We could do any color. Let's see. Square entryway. That way. Interesting. Now the Horde has entirely different house designs, so you have to really look at the different styles and what you've got, your aesthetics are entirely different. What about the sloped, this is a sloped entry, square entry blue. Kind of like that style. Alright. The house there. Let's see what we can attach figure. Just attach feature. Entryways. Here, we're back into dormers. Sloped blue dormer. Oh, we're using purple dormer. Alright, sloped purple dormer. I'll go with another sloped purple dormer. I don't want to put entryways. Can't I put another side building? I don't know how to build this because I haven't been doing this one. Slope, simple sloped dormer purple. And then 2 here. Large tower, blue. There we've got our tower. Oh, isn't that cute? All right. Interesting. Touch feature. Mage tower, blue. Oh yes, definitely want the mage tower blue there. Well, change feature. We could go with the mage tower blue. 2 of them together. There's one. I don't like them together. Regal tower blue. Oh, you could get castle aesthetics there. Square tower blue. Kind of got the watchtower type thing. And you can have the watchtower blue. Okay. No, you don't want both of them. I really like that one, I think. Change fixture. Can't do that? No, they don't let you do that. Interesting. That's what it looks like right now. That's alright. Alright, back into this. Edit house interior. Okay. None. Alright. It looks a little lonely if it isn't there. Can't do OS type. That's coming soon. I do like the square roof because you can build on it, but let's see what happens if we do the sloped roof with this. Oop, you can't, you lose your thing. Oh well. Simple roof. Alright. Now we're here. What if we put a tower up here now? The image tower purple. Interesting. We lost all our windows. Soon time. I kind of like that thing. That's kind of fun. So there's how to build, Corey. I'm building.
Okay. You click the edit button.
Yeah, no, I clicked this edit house exterior button.
Okay.
Then I clicked here and said, okay, fine, I want a sloped dormer, say purple. No, I don't like that one. How about a simple dormer? That way. Yeah, I think I like that better. I'll come back over here and do the same thing. Now we have
How do
that.
you get to the exterior decor you've collected? Do you have some
This
extra-
is not, that's different. I'll be in the other menu for that.
Yeah, that's the one I couldn't figure out.
Okay, fine. I'll get out of the edit house menu. And I'll go to decorate mode. Now, not everything can go outside. Only certain things can come outside. So, let's see, we want to go structure. What large structures? Wooden gazebo, for instance, I would want here or something like that. And I can put all sorts of things out here. Well, you know, that sort of thing. Just grabbing stuff. And then I can move it around. How about a void corrected rotunda? Because everyone needs one of those in there. Ooh. Can we put it on the roof? I don't know. Let's edit it. Find out. Nope. Well, that'll look pretty cool up there. Well, one thing they said is get out of editing mode, go to your mount, change your flight to old-fashioned style. Switch flight style to old-fashioned, because that lets you hover. And then get back on the mount, because it went away. Alright, so now I can work from here, now that I can see that. Except I have to I have to get back in house editing mode. I think I'll go back to house exterior, which means we'll lose everything again. Because I think we'll go with the flat roof again. Square roof, fine. Back to the square roof, which is really kind of dull. We'll go up here, attach feature. We'll do the, it would be appropriate to do a mage tower like that. But I'm thinking to go with the large tower. I kind of like how it sits there. And then we've got more room to build on and build something there. So we have our base. I want a circle. Let's see how that looks. I think simple dormer juts out like that. It's not simple at all. Can you get a dormer there? Attach, no, just the towers is the only thing you can attach there. Oh, here's some more. I can do a reinforced chimney. There, okay. Looks dull. White brick. What else can we do? A covered chimney. That's kind of interesting. I don't like it by that building though. I mean that tower. So I probably won't put it there. Let's see. Chimney. What I want is to build up. And I can't build up like this. So mostly I'll probably go none there. And we'll just put something there. But I will want dormers all around. So, dormer purple. And we'll build outward. Come over here with a simple dormer purple. was the other one? Slope dormer. No, I think the simple looks better. And besides, it sticks out. Simple dormer purple. There. And this simple dormer purple. So now our house is getting a little precarious looking. Attached feature. What they're letting me do is I can get windows on it, but I can't get any other thing attached to it. That'll just, I think if I do anything, it'll take away my other entrance, because you can only have one entrance to the house. So, ooh, goes with that window. Oh, that's interesting. I think it doesn't go with the ones above, though. So, let's change feature to shuttered window. That looks better. Sloped window. Let's do again. Square window matches the one above. And wide window. Huh, that's kind of fun. Let's go wide window with that too. I think we will go none and none. I don't like the too much stuff cluttering it, but this one definitely needs to have a dormer or something like that. No, we want the simple dormer with the purple simple dormer. There. So now they all jut out and don't look very good. And that's fine. That's our starting point. And we're in decorate mode. Now we have this thing back up. All right, let's take you and put you on the roof. There. How does that look? Looks like you need to be rearranged. Right back up there. Go up above. Get into fine tuning it. So it looks like it's centered there. Okay. Still looks a little awkward. Let's bring it down in size. And shrink it down and bring it up. So it becomes the tower on the tower. Shrink it down a lot. Move it over so it's lined up. And lined up this way. And now we have an interesting top to our house. Oh, there's a tree and the things over there. Okay, let us drop out of this. Look at it. Looks interesting, but what was I? Oh, this house, this place has this stuff up here in the midair that I did not notice before, and a little rock there sliding around, and that. And all sorts of, oh, the sky is filled with ominous stuff coming down. That's not too good. I did not see that tree up there in the air, or the skeleton of a dragon up there. Interesting. All right, so now we have that for a tip top. I kind of like that. So we need to build around this. And actually, may need to move this a little bit too. Move the house in general, because it's a little bit too close to the edge. We will want to. Oh, and of course we put the entrance in the wrong place now. What if we put the entrance here? We'll get rid of our gazebo for now. Push it back a little bit. But I do want to build around it. Alright, what if we come back here? I think the entrance this direction. Simple entrance purple. That's kind of interesting. Touch feature. There we go. It looks off there. Can we get dormer there? No, we can only get windows. Show that window. Okay. I think that it's better off though if it is on the one with the part window. So at any rate, this is how you build a house. This is how you decorate. You can customize it. You can really add things and be really crazy with it. And really, you can have a lot of fun. I don't really, my tower got off when I readjusted the position of the house, but we can fix that in a minute. So, at any rate, that is what we've accomplished. We have bought Destry a house, and he no longer has to be alone. He has his own house. Let's go there. I will futz with this forever. But it's kind of boring because it'll take a while to get that looking nice. But next time we come on, we will be able to show off what I've gotten accomplished, and you can just see Destry's new home. So, thanks everybody who watched. I'm glad you joined us. Hope you enjoyed this and found this something entertaining. And we'll see you next time. Yes, don't ever start. Wow, it's a problem. You'll never have any time left to your life. Well, talk to you next time. Bye-bye.